Hey everyone, Richard Cranium here with a new video. The DayZ 1.1 stable update released on all platforms on November 19th, 2020, and with it comes some new features. There's some new shelters that can be made, being the improvised, tarp, and leather shelters, a new leather sack. With the new update, they also changed the way weather affects the players. Now the wind, time of year, and position above sea level make a greater difference with the player temperature, but to help combat this, the clothing items now show the insulation modifiers from bad to best. Broken bones are back with the introduction of bone health and craftable splints to help the healing process. DayZ has gotten harder to survive, and with the autumn sale over, I figured I would make this video to help new players across all platforms, with some tips and a crafting guide for the new 1.1 update. Before we jump into the video, I go live on Twitch on Sundays and Mondays, and I'll be going live this Thursday, December 3rd at 8 PM Eastern to explore the new Nomalos map on PC. So if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, be sure to subscribe for future tips and videos. Click that link in the description to follow my Twitch and come and say hi. To begin crafting any of the shelters, you need a shelter kit, and this can be crafted with 4 short sticks plus a rope. You can get short sticks from bushes or by breaking down long sticks. You should use a tool or wear gloves to break them down to avoid getting cut. You can find rope on dead zombies in sheds or industrial areas. If you can't find some, you can craft them by combining 2 stacks of 6 rags or by using a knife on some guts. Once you have 4 rope and 4 sticks, you can combine them and must cycle through the options until you find the shelter kit. Hold the action button, left mouse button on PC, and right trigger on console. Let the circle fill, and now you have a guide to build your shelter. All shelters must have 4 long sticks, which can be found by breaking down the big bushes you see scattered across the landscape. Then the variations require certain materials to craft each. You need 50 short sticks to craft the improvised shelter, 4 tarp or fabric to make the tarp shelter, and 8 leather to make the leather shelter. To make improvised shelter, take your long sticks and put them in the proper slot in the shelter inventory. This is the same for all shelters. Then stack all 50 sticks into the stick slot. Once out of the menu, hold the prompted button to begin building the shelter. Once it's all done, you now have a small shield from the wind and rain as well as 100 slots to store loot. Next up is the tarp shelter. The special material for this is found in the garden sheds and industrial areas. You only need 4 to make the shelter, and they go in the fabric slot within the menu. Same process as before. Hold the prompted button and boom, got yourself a tarp shelter. Before we go into the nitty-gritty of the leather shelter, you need tanned leather, which can be crafted by killing an animal, taking the pelts, and combining it with garden lime, which can be found in greenhouses. You need 8, so depending on the animal you skin, you may need 2 pelts to get 8 tanned leather. Once you have the 8 leather, you place it in the corresponding item slot and build her up. As of right now, it does not seem that the variants have any advantage over another. They all protect from the elements and give you 100 slots of storage. Moving on to the new craftable leather sack. It's a 63 slot bag with a few variations you can craft as well. The natural variation is crafted with tanned leather, acquired with a pelt and garden lime, as well as a leather sewing kit. You can find those in industrial areas or in sheds or garages. Holding one of the items in your hand, you combine the leather sewing kit with the pelt, hold the action button, and bada bang! You now have a stylish leather sack you can stuff your goodies in. This type of bag does not give away your position with a clunky model, and it's a little harder to make but gives you more inventory slots than the burlap bag or the burlap backpack. The new weather balance that's been implemented in DayZ makes it really harsh. You spawn in with bad insulation stats and must find warmer clothing. Hunter gear is one of the clothing sets that have the best insulation value and can be found at deer stands, campsites, cabins, and sometimes even the little stores you find in towns. A quick added note though about the chilliness of the world. When you stand by a fire, you may notice a little plus sign next to the thermometer. That is the heat bonus you receive and will keep you warmer longer. You can also put heat packs, cooked meat or fat in your shirt pocket and keep you warm while it cools down. You can now break or fracture your legs in DayZ, and if you try to walk without the proper tools, the shock damage indicated by the black area on your screen you receive it will eventually knock you out. Falling from a great height or stumbling across a bear trap can almost guarantee a fracture or break. Being caught in a fight or taking a bullet to the leg can also cause a break depending on the gun and ammo type. To be able to walk again without shock, you need to craft the new splint. You can use bandages and 2 sticks or 4 rags and 2 sticks. Combine them in your inventory, just be sure to cycle through the options to make sure you don't craft a torch. Then apply the splint using the action button. You can also apply the splint to other players who have a damaged limb. It takes a max of 30 minutes to heal with or without a splint. Other factors include your health, food, water, etc. You can kind of negate the shock effect for 5 minutes with codeine pills and add another minute with morphine to ease yourself back into having your limbs in working order. I really hope that all these tips and this little guide that I set up for you guys really helps you get through the new update. Don't forget to catch me live tonight. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll be checking out the new Anomalous map. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and then don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.